What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we are going to be doing another team here for the Love Cup in Go Battle League. We are going to be bringing Wormadam Trash, Triple Legacy Seaking, and Alomomola. Now, Wormadam Trash is an absolute wall to a lot of Pokemon that we do see in the meta. That bug steel typing with Confusion as a fast move does really well against Pokemon like the Charmers, Wigglytuff, and Clefable, against Pokemon like Vileplume and Shadow Vileplume, against Pokemon like Scolipede. It's a very, very strong Pokemon, but it is super weak to fire, which is why we're running double waters in the back. Now we're going to utilize Triple Legacy Seaking as our safe swap here with Poison Jab and Icy Wind and Drill Run. Again, Triple Legacy. If you guys want to try something different because you don't have Triple Legacy Seaking, try maybe Slowbro or Electrode potentially, but Slowbro with Confusion will help out against the Vileplume that would come in, and you might be able to get to that Ice Beam or something to get a shield, but we are running Triple Legacy Seaking. So let me know what you guys think about this team and these battles, and let's go ahead and get right into the video. Alright, getting into this first battle, let's see how this battle goes. We have Wormadam on the lead versus Charizard. Okay, this is exactly what we don't want to see, right? This is our biggest weakness. It's going to be Charizard, especially if it's Fire Spin, which it is. So we swap right away to Seaking, and now we see a Wigglytuff come in. This is why Seaking is so deadly in this cup, everyone. We can go for Icy Wind here against Wigglytuff. It does neutral damage. It's going to lower the attack of Charm, and we can farm down right here. Pure far down and flip this matchup. They can't even get to the charge move right there. That's how deadly Seaking is on safe swap. You guys will get shields. So we either flip or we get shields. That's how dangerous this thing is. We go ahead and throw an Icy Wind now against Medicham to lower that attack. Hopefully we can get to another one in time, but we cannot, sadly. Now we can bring in Wormadam Trash here to Medicham. Confusion still do a decent amount of neutral damage, not too much though, but that's due to that Psychic typing, right? Psychic resists Psychic. And plus we're a Steel type as well, so we resist Psychic counter, or the bug resists the counter, but now we just swap into a Alomomola, and this is going to be a good game right here. Able to flip that mid game on its head. Wormadam Trash and Alomomola core is very, very strong, very bulky, and has great coverages. So maybe if you want to lead the Alomomola and have Wormadam Trash, you can have other covers in the back, maybe a Scolipede safe swap or something like that. But good game to my opponent right there. But that's just showcases the deadliness of Seaking on the safe swap. All right. Moving into this next battle, we have Wormadam on the lead versus Vileplume. Okay, absolute wall right here. This is a good lead win for us. Now they swap into Crustle, so we're going to go ahead and swap into a Alomomola. On the other game, right, we saw that we lost lead and we flipped that mid game. In this game, we win lead, and we want to win this mid-game. We have a very hard cover to this, but the thing is, them bringing in Crustle makes me think maybe there's a fire type in the back, so hopefully Seaking can do well against whatever's going to be in the back. And what's great as well is we're going to get a shield. We're going to flip this matchup and get a shield because Psychic does super effective damage because of that poison typing there on Vileplume. So we will get a shield right here, which is fantastic, and then they're going to farm us down. Now, Wormadam Trash can come back in right away. I'm not going to wait for my timer because I want to do as much damage with Confusion as I can. As you guys can see, Wormadam Trash, this is what you call a wall. This is an absolute wall. You don't even have to shield any charge move. It's all going to be resisted. Nothing. Yep, absolute wall. And we do see Macargo come in, so we're going to go ahead and go for Iron Head right here. This is going to do neutral damage because of the Fire Rock typing. And then we're going to swap into Seaking right here with Drill Run, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played. This team is very, very deadly, but we are going to see some losses of what was able to take it down. So we have Wormadam versus Alomomola on the lead. I really don't like this matchup in an even fight because Waterfall just chunks so much. So what I'm hoping to do is basically kind of swap into Seaking during the middle of this battle. I'm not going to fully play it out right here, but I am going to go for the Bug Buzz. This is going to do quite a bit of neutral damage, but you guys are going to see how bulky Alomomola is. But we get a shield and defense fall, which is actually pretty nice. So they're going to go ahead and throw a charge move right here. I'm going to go ahead and shield myself, and then I'm probably going to look to swap right here Or I might try to go for another Bug Buzz. I can't remember. Yeah, I swap right away. Okay. Swap straight into Seaking, and this is why we're going to bring out the Vileplume. So what do we see right there? We still have Wormadam. We're going to get a second shield right here. If they don't shield, this Vileplume is gone. Icy Wind does so much damage. We do get a shield and lower the attack of the Vileplume. And now we can come back in with Wormadam. They are unshielded. We likely drew out the hardest counter to a Alomomola so we can sweep endgame. And we're just going to farm down. We don't need to shield right here, everyone. It is not going to do too much damage. We can survive. Even the Sludge Bomb right there, just completely farmed down, and then we're going to go for that Bug Buzz again against the Alomomola in the back. Now, if they have an Electrode, we can still win this fight. That's what's very, very important. But we're going to go ahead and swap now into the Alomomola Mirror. If I can, no, my switch timer is gone. But I can bring in Alomomola now, and that's basically going to be a good battle. It all depends on what's in the back, but we're not going to shield this right here. Psychic does a lot of neutral damage, but not enough to warrant a shield just yet. And it's going to be a Lickitung, actually. So this is dangerous. I believe this is XL Best Buddy Lickitung from the stats right there. It might just be Best Buddy. It is 1429 combat power. We're going to go straight for Hydro Pump. But what I have to worry about is a Power Whip. And seeing that my opponent is overloading on energy, I have to bank that they're going to try to go for Body Slam right here for a shield bait. And sure enough, it was. So that's a huge call. We're going to be able to farm down. We do get to shield right here, and that is basically going to be a good battle. So Lickitung in the back, definitely very, very dangerous. And you guys are going to see it more often because of the lunar event that's happening right now. Waterfalls will be able to finish this game off, and that is going to be a good battle, very well played. All right. Moving into the next battle here. Let's see how this one goes. We have Wormadam versus Castform. Tough. This is bad. Swap right away into that Seaking, and they bring in a Porygon Z, which is super spicy. But what's dangerous here is Porygon Z on the swap come in right here into a Seaking is very, very deadly because of Tri Attack. And I faced off against a couple Porygons today with Seaking, and I think shielding the first Tri Attack is important, and going for Icy Winds is very, very important, because what you guys are going to see is this Porygon's actually going to be able to take me down. I have to shield this next Tri Attack, and reason being, I can get to that Icy Wind before they get to a Tri Attack on Safe Swap, and I need to lower that attack and hopefully maintain that switch. But we do get 2 shields, so I'm like, okay, maybe we can still pull this game out. We're going to bring in the Wormadam right here, and the fact that they brought in a Porygon to my Seaking makes me think maybe they don't have Electrode, maybe they don't have Shadow Vileplume, so I'm going to save that shield for a Alomomola right here. So we're going to go ahead and let Tri Attack go through. If it was Zap Cannon, so be it. I have to save the shield here. We're going to swap straight into a Alomomola, and it's going to be a Cherrim in the back, a Sunny Cherrim, so you guys can already tell what's about to happen. We have to gamble. We have to gamble big right here. Reason why it has access to Weather Ball, which is a Fire-type move, which will be resisted, and Solar Beam, which will one-shot me. Let's see what I decide to do right here. We are going to go with no shield, and it was a Solar Beam. Boom! I get taken out. Ouch. All right, good game to my opponent right there. Cherrim, Sunny Cherrim in the back is very, very deadly endgame with just 1 shield. In matchups where Solar Beam can one-shot, it's so deadly. But we're going to stay in this. We're going to see how much damage Bug Buzz can do. It's going to be resisted, right? Both Iron Head and Bug Buzz, but maybe we get an defense debuff, but we don't. And that's, oh man, this Castform just destroying us. So good game to my opponent right there. But Fire's on the lead with a pseudo Fire in the back. That being the Sunny Cherrim with Solar Beam and Weather Ball is super tough. All right, moving into this next battle, we have Wormadam on the lead versus Scrafty. Okay. Kind of a tough matchup here. Scrafty is very, very strong in this meta as long as it doesn't face a Charmer or Medicham, basically. So we're going to go ahead and let this go through. It's just going to be a power-up punch that was way too quick for foul play. Plus, I want to get shield advantage, so I'm going to go ahead and just go for Bug Buzz right here. This is going to do quite a bit of neutral damage, and we'll probably be seeing a shield from the opponent right here, but they actually let it go, which is fine by me. I'm going to swap straight into Seaking right now. We are going to see a Talonflame come in, which is very, very ideal because Icy Wind right here does neutral damage. It's going to lower the attack. I just have to watch out for the Brave Bird one-shot right here. And since we got Scrafty very, very low, I'm okay with giving up shields. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and shield this right here. Definitely don't want to get hit with a Brave Bird, but it's just going to be a Flame Charge, so good call by my opponent. And sadly, I threw the Icy Wind thinking I could maybe get it off before they got off the charge move, but sadly, we take out the Talonflame. I'm energy dry. I would have ideally liked to farm down that Talonflame for more energy, but we'll probably see. No, we see a Wigglytuff come in. We now have a huge win condition right here, everyone. We're just going to go for Drill Run, actually. I could have gone for Icy Wind, but Drill Run is going to do more damage, and I want to put pressure on the shields right here. And we do land it, which is great. Now we're going to swap straight back into Wormadam. Remember, we still have a Alomomola, which is an absolute tank. Waterfall is going to do enough damage, so we're going to let this go through. It's just going to be a power-up punch, which is fine. My win condition is saving that shield for a Alomomola now, so they're probably going for another power-up punch right here. They're really boosting up that Scrafty, but Scrafty is so low that Waterfalls should be able to do enough, as you guys are going to see. So we're going to go ahead and bring in Alomomola now, farm down the Scrafty. And they still have 2 shields, which they probably should have shielded the Bug Buzz, or at least one of the Icy Winds potentially. But probably the big play was the Bug Buzz shield, but they let that go, which is fine. So we're just going to go ahead and shield the potential foul play, farm down, and then it's just going to be Wigglytuff in the back. Now, Wigglytuff is also about to get to a charge move as well, so I'm going to go ahead and sack swap at the last second into Seaking, just to do a little sack swap flex right here. Play Rough does land, takes us out, and Alomomola is going to come in and farm down, and that is going to be a good battle. Very well played. So that game would have definitely been different if they shielded the Bug Buzz, or if I farmed down the Talonflame. That would have been really nice. All right, Wormadam versus Vileplume, Shadow Vileplume. You love to see it. Let's see what they swap into. They swap into Slowbro, so I can't actually directly come in, to Seaking. So what I'm going to do is go straight for Bug Buzz right here. I need to give myself shield advantage because this does do super effective damage, and then we're going to swap now into Seaking. I was kind of hoping, well, actually no, this is just going to be a Psychic, so we're just going to have to shield. But yeah, Seaking can come into this matchup pretty well. I may have to give up 2 shields in order to maintain this advantage, but that's okay with me because I should be able to farm down if this Drill Run lands, which means I can get to an Icy Wind against the Slowbro. So we do land it, which is fine. So now I'm okay with giving up a second shield right here. Because I will get it back on the back end versus that Shadow Vileplume, right? And we can realign Wormadam to the Shadow Vileplume. So we're going to go ahead and shield the Psychic, farm down right here, and then we will likely see the Vileplume now come back in. So I'm going to have to get off this Icy Wind. It is going to be the Vileplume. So we throw the Icy Wind right here. Again, they have to respect the damage, which means they will be shielding, and they're not going to get a lot of energy, and it doesn't really matter because we have a Wormadam, which is an absolute wall. They swap into Macargo. I swap into Alomomola, and that's game over. Good game to my opponent, but I had great answers for his line, especially with a Vileplume lead. There's nothing it can do against Wormadam trash. All right, moving into this next battle, we have Wormadam versus Alomomola. Again, really tough lead matchup right here. Alomomola is very, very strong in this meta, but I decide this time to go straight into Seaking. We do see a Clefable come in, which is nice. So I'm going to go ahead and go for Icy Winds. Like we saw earlier with Wigglytuff, I want to be lowering the attack right here and getting shield. So we do get a shield actually, which is pretty good. So now I'm going to try to go for a Drill Run. If this Drill Run lands, I might be able to flip it. So I do decide to go for Drill Run this time. I was thinking about going for Icy Wind, but I'm like, okay, the attack's already lowered. I can resist on Wormadam. We get 2 shields. All right, this is super ideal. Super, super, super ideal, considering that Alomomola to Wormadam is a neutral matchup. Alomomola can win that because of Waterfall, just raw Waterfall damage, landing a Hydro Pump, etc. But I have 2 shields now, which is amazing. So if that was their best counter to a water-type Pokemon, Alomomola is going to do very, very well endgame. So we're just going to go ahead and farm down. As you guys see, we didn't need to shield anything. We are going to see Talonflame come in, which means I now have a win condition right here, which is Alomomola Mirror using Psychics, right? This is why you guys want to have Psychic and Hydro Pump. Psychics is specifically for the Mirror and Pokemon that resist water, which is going to be basically other water-type Pokemon or those grass, right? Like a Sunny Cherrim, for example. So we're going to go ahead and just shield 1 Psychic. That's all I need to do. Talonflame in the back is going to go down to Waterfall very, very quickly. I have Charge Move on Wormadam, but I have to shield 1 Psychic right here, go for a second Psychic, and then just commit to the farm down because I can tank a Psychic, right? We saw how much damage it does in the Mirror. I can tank one just fine. So we are going to be landing the Psychic and then Defense Fall as well, which is really, really nice for us. We let this go. This is our win condition now, is farming down, and then basically that's going to be a good game. I don't think they're going to be able to get to a Brave Bird in time, but my opponent does decide to surrender, so good game right there. But I had great answers for the team, but getting 2 shields in that mid game was huge for the Alomomola mirror. All right, moving into this next battle, we have Wormadam versus Crustle. Oof. Tough matchup right here. Both of us are going to be doing neutral damage to each other. And that's due to that bug typing that I have, but Iron Head as well is super effective because of that rock typing. So we're going to throw the Iron Head right here. If they don't shield this, this is going to one-shot them, which is going to be great for us, but we do get a shield. I'm like, okay. So now I'm thinking, okay, I'll just let Wormadam go down. If they decide to throw an X-Scissor right here, that is going to be unfortunate for them, because I'm just going to let this go. But it is going to be a Rock Slide, which does take us out. So now we can come in with a Alomomola and farm down. We have Seaking for safe swap. We're going to go ahead and tank this next charge move as well. It's going to be another Rock Slide, which still does a decent amount of neutral damage, but we're going to farm down. Now they swap out into Scolipede right here, which in hindsight, I think I should have gone right away into Seaking, but I wanted to get the second shield right here. Psychic will one-shot if they decide not to shield, but they do, and then we swap right away into Seaking right here. We have 2 shields for Seaking, so I'm hoping we can pull off a great win right here, but we'll have to see. We're going to go ahead and shield this charge move. I don't want a Sludge Bomb to hit me. It is going to be X-Scissor, which is unfortunate, and I don't get to another charge move. I'm going to have to shield again, and now I'm going to look to over-farm a bit. We know Crustle is basically out of energy, so we are going to go for Drill Run right here, and we're hoping that whatever's in the back Seaking can handle, so we'll have to see. It's going to be Wormadam trash. So they're running triple bug right here, which is super awesome. I really want to try, and they pull an amazing sack swap on me. Very well played to my opponent, because I needed that Drill Run in order to win this game, so that is a huge sack swap by them. And hopefully I can get to another Drill Run in time, and then we're going to have to go into the Alomomola because I will get farmed down. So what we're going to do is go for this Drill Run right here. It does neutral damage in the matchup. And this is why you guys are going to see I needed the two charge moves. But if I was able to get to 2 Drill Runs right here, that would have been game over. Iron Head, not enough damage. We swap out right away into Alomomola. We got to try to get to the Psychic, but the Confusion damage should be able to get to the Bug Buzz in time, and that is going to be basically a good battle. Very well played to my opponent. Really cool team. I actually now want to try this, which is Triple Bug, which is going to be Crustle, Wormadam, and Scolipede. But yeah, really good game right there to my opponent. And a great team that I had today. It was a lot of fun. Like I said, I think Wormadam and Alomomola core is very strong. If you want to lead with Alomomola and have Wormadam in the back, you need different safe swaps. Maybe you can have Electrode safe swap. If you want to replace Seaking on this team, maybe try Slowbro there on the safe swap. That Confusion will help out against the Vileplume that will likely come in if they do have it. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.